This module is Module M7, Muscular Endurance. There will be 5 upper body muscular endurance exercises, 5 lower body muscular endurance exercises, and 5 core muscular endurance exercises. The upper body cycle ergometer typically is used as a warm-up and can last anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes.
Push-ups can be used to build muscular endurance. It's important to keep the upper body straight while doing them.
A variation of the previous exercise, these push-ups add a row to build muscular endurance. It's important to keep the body in line while performing them.
Performing a kettlebell deltoid fly, it's important to keep your chest up, eyes looking forward, and control movements at the shoulder.
When performing a resistance pull-down, it's important to control the motion. These are normally done 3 sets of 10.
When performing step-ups, time and height will vary upon the person's progression through the rehabilitation process. These enhance muscular endurance.
Building off the previous lower body exercise, biking is a good form of muscular endurance exercise that can replace normal everyday cardiovascular training.
When performing quadricep walks, it's important to keep the upper body straight and control the movement.
These monster walks are a great lower body exercise. Keeping the resistance band closer to the ankles can add increased resistance. Make sure to control the movement throughout the entire exercise.
When performing a wall sit, it's important to keep your knee and hip both flexed at 90 degrees and try and control the motion for 3 sets of 1 minute.
When performing this abdominal exercise, it's important to engage the core and meet at the top.
Cherry pickers with the kettlebell are a great ab exercise. Make sure to twist the core and not use the arms for the exercise, keeping balance on the tailbone.
Planks are a good stabilization exercise for the core, and that can have many variations, including lifting the arm or legs.
Swiss ball crunches are also a great abdominal exercise. It's important to not fall off the ball and crush your skull. Module M9, Neuromuscular Control. First are upper body exercises, including proprioception board, double and single arm balancing, wobble board, rhythmic stabilization, both closed and open chain, and weighted ball rebounding. Second is lower body, which includes rhythmic stabilization, both closed and open chain exercises, and single leg balancing. Next is neck, which includes neck stabilization and postural correction, and trunk, both stabilization and postural correction. Yeah.
Bosu ball push-ups are great for upper extremity proprioception. Make sure to keep the whole upper extremity balanced when performing this particular exercise.
Push-ups being performed with one hand on a ball are a great way to localize one arm in a proprioception exercise.
Tricep dips on a wobble board are another great upper extremity proprioception exercise. It's important to keep the trunk straight and the core activated.
Upper body perturbations are a great open chain stabilization exercise. The athlete should keep their arms stable throughout the process.
Swiss ball ABCs are a good closed chain exercise for the upper body. It's important to keep the ball centered in front of you with your weight slightly leaned forward onto the ball. Plyo back medicine ball toss are a good exercise. It's important to keep your arm in the 90-90 position and to stabilize throughout the deceleration phase of catching.
With lower leg perturbation, it's important to keep the leg fully extended and to meet the variable resistance.
Medicine ball tosses with a partner on an uneven surface is a great closed chain exercise to enhance stabilization of the lower extremity.
Single leg balancing is a good way to work on the neuromuscular control of each leg independent of each other.
Stabilizing the weight of the trunk on the neck is a great way to work on neck neuromuscular control.
Cervical retraction and protraction is a good way to enhance cervical alignment and correct posture over time.
Reverse bridges are a good way to work on core stabilization, including the abdominals, lower back, and hips.
This is a method of realigning the SI joint. Typically, you will hear a pop if the SI joint is out of place.
M10, muscular speed exercises. Here we will be demonstrating 3 different upper extremity reaction drills and 3 different lower extremity reaction drills. By having a partner throw a tennis ball against the wall without you seeing it, it's a great way to enhance your upper body reflexes to prepare for the upcoming baseball season.
Utilizing a reflex ball and upper extremity reflexes is a good way to enhance a player's reflexes. Unfortunately, it's very hard to maintain good variability as to where the ball bounces.
The goniometer drop is a great way to work on hand and wrist reflexes. It's important to try and grip it as soon as it's dropped.
Reflex ball grounders are great for baseball players especially. By beginning an athletic stance, the person should field the ground ball on the hop and throw it back to the person in charge. These are good for muscular reaction.
Reacting to a signal is a good way to test reflexes on the base paths.
By reacting to a signal during quick feet squats, lower body speed is increased.
Module M11, Agility. In this we will be demonstrating 5 upper extremity open chain activities, 5 upper extremity closed chain activities, 5 lower extremity open chain activities, 5 lower extremity closed chain activities, 3 exercises that utilize throwing to enhance agility, 3 exercises that utilize catching to enhance agility, 2 exercises that utilize crossovers or shuffles, and 2 exercises that utilize figure 8 patterns, all working to enhance agility. Upper body ladder exercises are a great way to work on agility of the upper body.
Still working on upper body agility, doing a hand walk with a small twist at the end into a side plank can enhance upper body and core stabilization.
Decline push-ups are a great way to increase upper body speed.
By conducting low weight, high repetition exercises at maximal speed, you're able to train different areas of the body to enhance muscular agility. You can do punches, push-ups, and bench press as a few examples.
The ladder is a fantastic tool for lower body agility. The patient can perform a multitude of variations throughout the exercises. Things that can be performed include single leg hops, making sure to keep the body in line and not messing up the ladder, going in and out, double feet hops going in and out are also great. A bunny hop can also be used to enhance both legs at the same time.
Lower body open chain exercises can be utilized to train for agility. You can utilize weight machines to localize single muscles or muscle groups.
When doing these split leg squats, it's important to keep the feet about 2 feet apart and not flex the knee over the toes.
During squat jumps, it's important to keep the back straight and repeat repetitions as fast as you can.
When utilizing a slide board, it's important to keep your core and hips engaged so that your movements are controlled yet still fast.
These simple hip abduction exercises should be performed at the highest speed to increase agility of the lower extremity.
Therabands can be used in many directions. It's important to control the movement while also doing it as fast as you can. Some of the movements include shoulder abduction and adduction, elbow flexion, elbow internal and external rotation, and other variations can also be done. Throwing a tennis ball against a wall can increase wrist speed. Tennis balls can be used for a variation of catching exercise used to increase agility. This one is a forward This exercise utilizes a tennis throw from behind, trying to catch the tennis ball. This activity incorporates both shoulder deceleration and external rotation with a weighted ball. Wrist snaps with a weighted ball enhance wrist agility. This variation of the wrist snap with the shoulder in neutral and elbow at 90 also enhances wrist flexion.
Two exercises that utilize a crossover to work on muscular agility can include crossovers in place or crossovers through the agility ladder.
Forward figure eights are good for enhancing agility of the lower extremity. By performing them on both feet, one can enhance the strength of both ankles, and switching to one foot, you can strengthen one ankle at a time. Module M12, Plyometrics. In this module, we will demonstrate 2-foot ankle hops, jump squats, jump and reach, split and cycled split squat jumps, barrier jumps, skip, power skip, backward skip, bounding, lateral and front box jumps, depth jumps, plyo back drills for upper extremity, and plyometric push-ups.
Two-legged ankle hops are a good form of plyometric exercise. Plyometric exercises focus on increasing muscular power, strength, and neuromuscular control. Squat jumps and jump and reach are also two other good exercises.
Split jumps are another form of plyometric exercise. It's important to keep the knees behind the toes. Another great plyometric exercise are barrier jumps. It's important to land with both feet at the same time.
Taking the cycle component out of these split leg squat jumps, it's important to keep the knee behind the toe and land fluently. Frolicking through the tulips, or skipping, are great for plyometrics. By performing them at a low intensity, and for height, as seen here, by exploding up and using the arms, also you can perform them backwards to enhance other muscle groups. This bounding should be performed for maximal distance.
Box jumps are a great plyometric exercise. They can be performed from the front or laterally and should be done as fast as possible while maintaining proper form. Depth jumps are another great plyometric exercise. It's important to explode off of the ground as soon as you land